Good morning, everybody, and welcome. This is a Legacy School Literacy lesson for Year 6, Week 5. For this lesson, you'll need your Checkpoint 1 textbook, and you'll need your Checkpoint 1 workbook. So first off, we're going to go ahead and open up to page 18 and 19, or pages 18 and 19 in your textbook. Today's lesson is very simple. It's just a quick revision of types of nouns. Next week, we're going to be going over types of verbs as well. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys already have this information, but just to make sure, we're going to, like I said, revise. So if you look on page 18, we have our key skills. So it says, in order to write English confidently and accurately, it is important to have a sound understanding of the basic mechanics of writing, such as the names and functions of different parts of speech. Parts of speech are nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, prepositions, lots of the things that we talked about before. You have to know about punctuation. Punctuation is extremely, extremely important because without it, a passage could be very difficult to read. We wouldn't know where to stop and where to continue on, when to accentuate or when to express certain things. Of course, you have to have a good sense of spelling and grammar and usage. These will be explained at different stages throughout this and later textbooks in the series, but we will start with some of the most important points. And like I said, we're going to talk about nouns today. So the different words in a sentence have different functions. It is important to know the names of these different parts of speech and to understand how each is used. So we have 4 different types of nouns that we're going to look at today. We have common nouns, proper nouns, abstract nouns, and collective nouns. So common nouns are the easiest to remember, I'm pretty sure. They are naming words. They are names given to specific people, places, and things. So for example, people, I can say boy, girl, student, teacher, doctor. Any person is a noun. For places, I can say home, school, bathroom. Any place with an unspecified name is a common noun. And a thing. Shoe, pencil, copybook, laptop. These are all very unspecific names for common nouns. I say that because next we're going to be talking about proper nouns, and proper nouns have very specific names. Let's move on to that right now. A proper noun is a name given to a particular person, place, or thing. So for example, earlier I had boy, girl, teacher as my examples for common nouns. So if I give the boy a name, if I say, for example, his name is Ahmed, that is a proper noun. And we write proper nouns with capital letters. For girl, I can say Susie. Susie would be written with a capital S. So now I've given the girl a specific name, Susie, and it has become a proper noun. And for teacher, I can say Mr. Ahmed instead. And the M in Mr. would be capital, and the A in Ahmed would be capital as well. Now we've given this teacher a specific name. It has become a proper noun. Let's move on to the next kind of noun. This is, in my opinion, the noun that can get a little bit confusing, but it's really easier than what you think it is. So an abstract noun is the name given to something which does not physically exist, like an idea or a feeling. So they've given us 3 examples: imagination, sadness, and joy. Can we hold imagination in our hand? Can we see it? Can we smell it? No. Can we can feel it. We can feel sadness and we can feel joy, but they do not physically exist. They mentally exist. Let me give you a clearer example. So I can say the boy's stomach is full of food. Right? There's physically food in his stomach. But I can say the boy's head is full of imagination. If I open up the boy's stomach, I can see the food. I don't know why I would want to, but I'm just letting you know it's physically in there. But if I open up his head, can I physically see his imagination? No. But it is there. Okay, so an abstract noun is a noun that does not physically exist. All right, let's move on to the last type of noun we're going to be talking about, collective nouns. It's the name given to a single word which is used to represent a collection of people or things. For example, a team of players, a class of students, a congregation of attorneys, for example. So team is the collective. You have one player, you can have two players, you can have 11 players, but these 11 players make up one football team, for example. All right, so there's absolutely no rule whether we use collective nouns as singular or plural, but as a general rule, if the collection of things is functioning as one single unit, then it's considered singular. For example, the team is playing football, or the team is playing the game. Here we use is, so we consider team as singular because they're all doing the same thing. But if I say the team is doing the team are doing different exercises. So they're not functioning as a unit. They're not all doing the same thing. They're all doing different things. So we use are here instead. We have another example. The class was listening closely to the teacher. Here, everybody in the class is listening to the teacher, so we use is or we use was. It's one unit. But the next example says the class were chatting and drawing in their notebooks. So everybody here is doing something different. There's a group over there that's chatting, a group over there drawing, another student over there in the corner drawing something else. So here we use were, so as if class is plural. I hope that's clear. If you have any questions, you can ask me on the app. We're going to move on to our exercise. So identifying nouns. We're going to make a list of the nouns that we can find in the passage below. You're going to circle all of the nouns first, and then you're going to write C next to the common nouns, P next to the proper nouns, COLL next to the collective nouns, and A next to the abstract nouns. The passage is, my grandfather was a man of great energy and enthusiasms. When he was younger, he played football for a local club and was captain of the team. Their matches were played on a pitch at Green Trees, which was the name of the public park where my grandfather lived. Every Saturday afternoon, he was watched by an audience of small children and their parents who were amazed at the skills that he and his teammates displayed. Let's go ahead and do the first sentence together, just so that it's clear. So, my grandfather. Grandfather is a common noun. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that. Man, over here, he was a man. That's a common noun. I'm going to circle that. Energy and enthusiasm. These are also nouns. Then I'm going to go ahead and write a C above grandfather, because it's a common noun. C above man, same reason. A for abstract above energy, and then another A for abstract above enthusiasm, because these do not physically exist. They are ideas. After we're done with that, I want you to open up your workbook. You're going to find this page, parts of speech, nouns, and verbs. We're just going to focus on nouns today. So pretty much the same thing. You have a passage. It's a paragraph. And then you are going to actually pull out the nouns and then put them in the different columns. So, for example, the first sentence is, it was Thursday, a normal day at school. We also know that the days of the week and the months of the year are also proper nouns. I forgot to mention that earlier, but you should already know that by now. So here I would take out the word Thursday and put it in the proper nouns column. Day, put it in the common nouns column. And school, and put that in the common nouns column as well. I hope that's all clear for you guys. And if you have any questions, don't forget to ask me on the app. Can't wait to see your work, and good luck.